You are listening to the Wisecracker podcast.
In there, where you're just like,
bitch being a bitch.
or if it's not in you, you're just
My bitch being a bitch.
well, no, if it's not in you, you're just like a fucked up person.
Or you're so defeated.
Yeah, you're
and
so
you just don't
defeated.
want to hear it anymore.
Yeah, or you're just so
That's really the
cucked out
way
by
to be.
society.
That's the way to be. Is just to be
To
like,
give up.
I'm fucked. Like
The thing to do is quit.
you just have a beer gut. You're like, I love my John Deere tractor. It's got the turning radius where it can go like,
Yeah.
360 degrees. I love my patch of grass.
Oh,
That's really
yeah.
all a man needs is a wife that constantly says like, well, yeah, we got married young.
Yeah,
And then, but you're like, I got my patch of grass.
yeah. You're like I'm good.
And my
I'm
team
good.
is looking better this year. if your team is looking better this year and you have a patch of grass, your wife can fucking bitch you out 24/7.
Babe, we just overpaid the 15th best player on the Eagles last year.
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
a guy whose whole life revolves around how well the Eagles do. That's like
Me?
the scariest
Like me?
type of guy. Right, but I was saying a guy whose wife like just beats the shit out of him
Yeah.
psychologically. And it's just like he needs the Eagles to win.
Uh-huh.
Like if they lost to the Kansas City Chiefs, it's like that guy might fucking put carbon monoxide in his apartment.
The whole family's coming with
I
me.
think,
Yeah.
I think that the difference between physical and mental violence from a woman, I'd rather get hit than have it be the constant like
Gaslighting?
Just your heart is being like attacked, just torn apart.
A bullet over psychological warfare.
That's internal.
Oh, yeah.
That's internal.
Yeah, 'cause
I'd
all
rather
the-
have a cut on my outside than internal bleeding in my guts.
Yeah, because soldiers talk about PTSD. They don't talk about the fucking leg injury they had. They're like, my brain is fucked up from all
Yeah.
the shit that happened and all the shit I
Is
saw.
it just because they come home and then have to deal with women again?
Them having like a scar on their forehead isn't waking them up with night sweats.
Can you imagine having an annoying wife, but also PTSD? That must be so frustrating. You're having night terrors.
Dude, that
and
was
you're having night terrors and just yelling, and she's like, "Oh, could you keep it down? I have to work. I have to work for my man tomorrow. I have to work for the man. I have to work for the man."
That's literally how this whole thing started. Was the boys would come back from World War II after like flamethrowing trenches full of Japanese guys, and then their wife, who they like married on the way out on the boat.
And who cheated on them?
Yeah,
as
he
they were in
cheated on
war.
them a bunch, and now she works at the towel
Hey,
factory.
Tyrone is my son.
Yeah.
She works at the towel factory, and she's just knifing your insides with her nasty words. And you're not allowed to flamethrower her. You're not allowed to throw her down in the trench. And
You have more
flamethrower.
Yeah, that communist FDR said no domestic flamethrower use.
I really think that's how. And then fast forward 75 years, you get Tristan and Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
and it was all just because the boomers' parents couldn't fucking beat the shit out of their wife. We needed just one more generation, because their parents did it. Their parents were like, they'd come home drunk and beat the fuck out of their wife, and then they're like, it's because of the alcohol, which it wasn't. It was because of everything else.
Yeah.
You need an outlet to hit your wife. I don't think we should now, but back then we did need
Yeah.
one more.
It's not good, but it ended too early.
We
is what
wouldn't
you're
have
saying.
had third
I hear
wave
you.
feminism.
Oh, man.
And the tax structure would have been completely different, and we could have bought a house off of one income, and there'd be true equality because the man or the woman could have a job. And I think people would be nicer to trans people too. if in the 40s GIs could hit their wives.
More sunny days.
God, I'm so glad we decided to podcast today. I feel like I got you guys all keyed up.
If anything, I think that situation would be better for the trans community.
Yeah.
Well, I can't quite put my finger on how, but that's kind of a thing
Well,
that you
that
can
they
just
would-
say that's really
We're
fucked
not.
up.
We can
Then they
lead
would
you
wanna
there,
fight-
but we're
then
not
they
going
would
to give you
also
all
wanna
the answers.
fight because they're like, come on, join us.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Understand our struggle. We understand your fucking
Just
dumbass
got everyone
struggle.
all
Well,
all
also,
raged.
Yeah, because there's probably guys who are like missed the war. Like there's guys probably missed the Vietnam War.
Every guy that's ever signed up to be part of the military.
It's just like I have more freedom here when I have an assigned time to wake up.
Yeah.
Than the person I picked to be with. Like I have more freedom in a fucking hole.
Like boot
Plus,
camp.
it's just boring here.
Boot camp probably sucks.
Oh yeah.
And then the second that you go overseas, it's kind of just a playground.
It's kind of vacation.
It's a playground for people that like The Punisher.
Yeah,
it's a playground for people that read. They were like, should I read Batman or Spider-Man? They're like, I'm gonna read The Punisher, and then I'm gonna get a job where I get to kill.
Yeah, I'm gonna read Catcher in the Rye, and then I want to murder everyone because I feel so lonely.
Does anyone like The Punisher? Or is it just the cool?
Osama bin Laden's a phony. Death to phonies. Rich kid.
It's kind of funny that some people
You weren't born in a cave.
Some people went to war because of 9/11, but thinking about that is so funny. Just a guy looking at like the Twin Towers being like, I'm going to kill those fucking guys.
Yeah, I think
me specifically.
I think it was more they saw the towers falling and they were like, damn, I get to kill now. I'm allowed to kill. Not to like shit on the troops. I love you guys.
Yeah.
But like, come on. It's
that
like,
had to be
it's a necessary type of person.
They're gonna pay for my college if I get to do Call of Duty IRL.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I get to shoot innocent people, and you're like, well, you shot our innocent people,
right? Yeah, with a plane. You shot us with a plane.
You killed the best tower out there. We're going to take away your fucking shitty towers now.
Couple of eyesores. Wait, on that topic, I had a date.
With a troop?
I had a date with a
troop with
a beautiful Air Force babe. No.
The idea of propaganda girls.
And like age came up because I just turned 29, and I'm quickly realizing that's the kind of the cutoff of like, now you're old to women in their early 20s. They're like, you're an old guy if you're 29.
Oh yeah,
which is an advantage because like old guys, it's like,
oh,
you have it all together, and like I have an adult male roommate and I make $30,000 a year. But
fun adults do that.
Like the birthdays of like, you know, not doing the like, what's your star sign, but just being on like a first date, being like, whoa, fucking
yeah.
When were you born? And she was like, well, I was supposed to be born on September 11th, 2001. And as they were like, my mom was like going to the hospital, the towers fell, and she's like, I don't want my daughter to be born this day. So she held it in for a full week.
Talk about a patriot.
She held it in. I'm like, that's such a funny thing.
She knew that all medical resources were going to have to go to this event, so she didn't want to waste their time birthing
like
a child.
what a true mom thing of knowing this is going to be the biggest thing of like the next, I don't know, 50 years, and being like,
yeah,
I'm not going to curse my kid
born
with being
on
born
the day.
on September 11th, 2001.
Yeah, I don't want 9/11 to happen when my kid's born.
Yeah, definitely not.
No parent wants this.
Yeah.
Every parent's worst fear. Bringing a healthy baby to term only for it to be born on September 11th, 2001.
I don't want Osama bin. It's funny to hold in your baby because of Osama bin Laden.
I just like your water breaking as the first plane hits and being like, maybe it was just an accident. We can still push it out. If just 1,000 people die and it was an accident, then that's fine.
And the second you're like, oh no, I got to hold this in.
Fuck yeah, this is a terrorist attack.
We are under attack.
We are under attack.
Damn. That mom's probably got quite the pussy.
Oh yeah,
She can just
clamp it
contract.
tight.
Yeah.
That might be good news for this daughter.
I was like,
does that run in the family?
Yeah, she got a.
I just thought what an insane thing.
I can't even like hold in a shit.
Even
for
under
that long.
duress.
Holding a baby's crazy.
I had already brought up
Everyone's
9/11
panicking.
on that date too.
Yeah.
So she was born on 9/12.
I'm not gonna say her actual birthday.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
What was her
Something
social
like that.
security number? Do you get that?
A day after, first last name.
Yeah, this mother. Her maiden name?
What do you meet women on now?
It's
Just out and
usually just
about?
out and about, but Hinge I'll use too.
But how'd you meet this woman?
Hinge.
Oh, nice. Because I always wonder, like, because some people are like, I'd meet girls just like at a bar.
Yeah, that's the ideal.
Yeah, but
Because then you can smell.
I call the bar the woman's store.
If they, yeah, you go to the bar and
Go down to the woman's store.
because that's a really
to pick
important
up a
thing is
woman.
to be able to smell them.
Yeah, do you
On
smell-
Hinge, you can't really smell. There's
Yeah,
no
do you smell it? She's
feature.
like, ooh, she was born in 2001.
Yeah,
I can smell.
Yeah, when are they going to add 4D
I can smell the
smell?
fumes
This is a
from New
new
York.
model. Yeah.
iPhones should let you smell through the speaker.
Yeah, well, the next
Yeah.
thing is to be able to vape, and I think if you can get
The battery is
Yes.
running my phone and a vape.
if you can like smell, have some kind of like 4D experience. with
Yeah.
the iPhone.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, dating apps should include like fragrance.
That's just funny. You bring up 9/11 already on the date.
Yeah, I mean, I start yapping. Like I know they're
Yeah.
always like, I'm
do it
so
as a
bad at
filter?
first dates because it's like, oh well, you want to like let her talk and like let them do all the talking. And it's like no,
Oh, but it's also
it
boring.
sucks. I want to talk.
Yeah, but also if the date, if
I'm
the,
paying $60 for this. I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna
yeah,
miss the talking.
but if the date doesn't go well, it's like, well, I'm just a jackass.
Yeah.
I just let this random stranger talk for
Yeah.
45 minutes. Yeah,
sometimes I mean, women are very interesting these days.
No, no, they're not. No, they're not.
Women have a lot to
They
talk.
stink.
Women have more to talk about now than men because they can like talk about their jobs and shit. And men
Yeah.
are just like, I don't fucking know. I played video games today.
Yeah, men are like, I can't get a job because I'm not trans.
And
or
that's
gay.
not their fault. That is not men's fault. That is.
That is funny. Like it is
the government's
harder
fault.
for like a straight man to get a job. So it's like it's weird.
Here we go.
I know, but I'm saying it literally is.
Speak on it, brother.
Here we go.
Because I remember one time I put that I was gay on a job application,
Yeah.
and I
Oh,
got it because I was gay, and they're like, "You don't sound gay," and I'm like,
Did they say
and I'm like,
Wow.
yeah,
That seems very
Where's your
illegal
accent?
to say.
yeah. But they said it because I think they were like one of those. You know how some people are so inclusive, they're just like the most homophobic, racist people ever.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, yeah, you don't sound gay.
Uh-huh.
Because it's like, you know.
You don't
and
look black.
But it was a guy who was gay. He's like, oh, you don't sound gay.
Oh,
and I'm like, oh, yeah, I am.
Yeah.
It is funny
I'm one
convincing
of those
a gay guy
guys
that
who's
you're
gay by choice.
You know, that's how sad the job market is. It's like I had to try to convince a gay guy that I'm gay to get like a shitty desk job.
How
Yeah.
convincing did you have to be?
Is that crazy? Like I don't know. Like I had to be like I'm gay because I
Yes,
can't
I
do the
am.
voice. Yeah, I am. Like,
am too.
because I can't do the voice, but it is funny how people know I'm not gay strictly from the voice.
Yeah.
Like even in a job interview, they're like, "You lied on your resume
Yeah.
about being gay."
Yeah. That's fraud. We're putting you in prison.
Yeah, he
for
was
that.
like mad that I didn't seem gay. I was like, well, but like why? Because I actually asked him, I was like, why did you put that on the thing?
Also, why
I
would
went
you
to
care?
Harvard.
If I'm
I
gay,
worked
I'd be
at
like the
Morgan
more the
Stanley.
merrier.
I interned at the White House. I'm gay.
I know,
You're
but
not gay.
I think he couldn't sense it enough. I think maybe he saw my background. My apartment wasn't like tidy, so he was
Yeah.
like, he's got to be.
Oh, you
he's
didn't
gotta be
use the
straight.
gay guy apartment filter for the Zoom call? You should have
Gay
a bunch
guy
of
apartment.
guys hanging off leather ropes and shit.
It's just 7 black guys behind me. It's the gay apartment filter.
these are my boyfriends. I'm gay.
No, dude, we were talking about earlier. It is hilarious, like when because when women get jobs, their boss becomes daddy, and then when you're it's like you can't compete with daddy. They decide the schedule.
Yeah, they tell them.
Yeah,
They give them the what have I been saying? When and where. That's the real good date app thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you a when and where, and then like an hour before the date, you're like, fuck, I gotta fucking find out. McDonald's, 4:30.
yeah. Well, it's also
McDonald's stopped serving
that's what
breakfast
they
in
did.
12 minutes. Get over here
I'm
right
outside. How do you know where I live? Shut the fuck up. Get in the car.
True
We
people
need
search.
McGriddle.
true people search. I know all. I know your birthday. I know your birthday is
true-
September
is true-
12th.
Yeah, I reversed image
Is
search
true
your
people
Hinge
search still a
profile,
thing?
and I found exactly where you live. Like, you're at my parents' house. I don't live there anymore.
Yeah. Well,
Wait, how old are you? I'm 23. I'm busy this week. Actually, I thought you'd still be at your parents' house.
Yeah, I want that fresh parents' house pussy.
Yeah,
I want that.
I like the little mystery.
I want that never move out.
I didn't hit puberty
Like
until
a
I was
toy still
19,
in
so I
its
never got the
package.
thrill of like parents are coming home, because I was never even fucking close to bang, like middle school, like the kids that banged people in middle.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Oh yeah.
never close to that.
I never got
Me
it.
neither,
It's just
yeah.
too many logistics to figure out. Because like, how am I going to get a ride there? First of all,
Yeah.
hey
Yeah.
mom, can you drive me to this girl's house and leave for 12 minutes?
Yeah, like, hey, mom, can I fuck this girl real quick?
Come on, mom, try and get some pussy.
I know I'm in 6th grade, but
No, you have to. You have to finish your homework. No, mom, come on. I did well on my test. I want myself pussy.
Like the state says I can't drive at night. How am I
hate you
supposed to
guys.
bang without
Yeah.
getting a ride from my parents?
the state says I shouldn't get pussy because I'll be a statistic. But
Sam, we're taking away. We found out that you got pussy last Friday. We're taking away your PSP as a punishment because
know-
you're not allowed to get pussy.
I know the most ways I could get pussy would just be me getting molested. But can I get pussy from a girl my own age, please?
I don't want pussy from my teacher.
Yeah.
I want girls that look like me.
Yeah, I want it from my teacher, but I don't want her to go to jail. She's a
I
nice
love her
lady.
too much.
Yeah, I love her too much.
Yeah, when you love someone,
I don't want her to
make
rot
them
in
go to
prison.
jail.
I want her to go to
The
jail.
classic saying, if you love something, don't let it molest you so it doesn't go to jail.
If you love something, let it go away on statutory rape charges. If
Yeah.
it returns to you, it was meant to be.
Yeah, don't even take it to civil court. Just hope she doesn't molest another kid that will tell.
Dude, I would be so pissed if I got molested by one of my hot teachers and then she went on like next year
And fucked a
molested new-
loser?
Yeah,
What
next
what
year.
were we? What
the
were we?
fuck? This was nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you come back to 8th grade.
I wonder if they have that, like kids and like child molester teachers and the kids have that like, what are we conversation? they're like, we've been fucking. What are we? Are we
Yeah.
like, are we like a couple now, or It's like the
I know a
teacher
kid who
having
got
with
a
the kid. The kid's
suspension
like,
for
I don't even know what's
seriously
going on.
asking a teacher to prom. Like as a joke, but sort of seriously doing it, and then he got suspended.
No, really.
Was he 18?
No.
What's the rule? Are you just straight up? Is it hard line? You're not allowed to be in a relationship with your student, or is that just like you shouldn't?
I heard
date
if
in
he
your
has
office?
I heard if he has Riz, it's allowed.
Yeah.
If it's the Rizzler, I honestly think the Rizzler has probably gotten molested already, because it's like people are probably like, because nobody for that, if they caught like a woman teacher having sex with the Rizzler, they'd be like, well, he is the Rizzler. It is his name.
Yeah,
He makes more money than they
he'd-
do.
He'd probably go to jail if the Rizzler had sex with a woman 20 years his elder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably happened. Well, because the Rizzler probably gets those. The Rizzler's DMs are probably like Drake's DM. Like he probably gets like celebrity.
That is fucked up,
Pussy
but probably true.
Oh, definitely,
Yeah.
dude. There's like
Does he have his own?
He's got his own
Account?
condom brand.
Yes.
women.
Yeah,
Women we know are probably messaging the Rizzler. They'd be like, "Hey, what's up?"
yeah.
How am I supposed to
He
compete?
just sends them a picture of he just Googled penis. And he's just sending that out. Like, this is me.
You guys ever hear like celebrities talk about the Rizzler? They're like,
No.
I actually really like the Rizzler.
He's a really good guy.
Oh well, he was included in a lot of the Oscar speeches. I heard people
the
thanked the Rizzler.
Yeah, the long one with Adrian Brody.
I thank the
Yeah.
I thank the Rizzler. Oh, also my wife.
Yeah, the Rizzler. When he played that New York Knicks game, it really inspired me. No, but I saw like a bunch of things in a row. People are like, "Wow, the Rizzler is actually like a really cool guy," and I'm like, "Cool guy? He's 6 years old." Like you're describing like he's just like
that
an
handsome
adult.
man, the Rizzler.
They're like, "He's actually like really cool. You wouldn't think so." I'm like, "What do you mean?
You wouldn't think.
He's like fucking 5 years old." Like I didn't think the Rizzler was. Actually, I can tell you exactly. Do you know the streamer Los Polos TV? Well, anyway, him and his dad did the only reason I know this guy because
Are they the guys from the Gillette ad?
No, he's they did like a thing. They're like these Italian guys. Well, the reason I know,
I have seen them. It's the guy and his dad, and they'll like review porn together or whatever.
maybe those guys. But the only reason I know this guy because this like one of my first girlfriends cheated on me for this guy,
Wow.
the Los Bolos guy.
The dad?
No, the son,
So you're Eskimo brothers.
the Eskimo brothers.
You should DM him.
I've
Yeah,
quite
who's
a-
your most famous
Do you have
Eskimo?
a picture
Oh, I have-
of the
is it-
Rizzler stick?
Louis C.K.
Really?
I know a girl who blew Louis. I had sex with a girl who blew Louis C.K.
Oh,
That was
if-
real?
if
I thought that was
blowjobs
just a
count,
joke
then-
setup.
Oh, my
I
God.
guess Obama is my.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Blowjobs count.
Oh no, it was so fun because it's so funny when a woman like
Eskimo brothers with my girlfriend's dad. That's dark.
It is funny if you have sex with a girl who fucked a guy you like way more than her.
Oh no.
Because like I remember I was hooking up with this girl and I was like, so like, how did my legend taste? Like, how did my idol? Did my idol taste?
Oh, I thought
good?
that was just a stupid joke. This really happened?
No, yeah. I was sending him jokes.
Yeah, you said.
No, that actually happened. So I remember. So she lived in D.C. and apparently when he was touring D.C., she was like at a club and he's just like, oh, I want to jerk off in front. So like jerked off in front of her in the bathroom, and then she like sucked his cock.
Oh, she's lying.
No, I
You believe her?
no, but she actually like.
I think she's.
Hand to Louis.
I think she's pussy. I think she's pussy fibbing.
Was she trying to
I think
impress
she's
me?
penis.
She was trying to impress me.
Yeah, maybe.
I think so.
Yeah. And I creeped her out because I
guess there's
asked
only
her
one way to
questions about
find out.
Louis.
Find Louis and ask him.
Yeah, be like, hey, remember when you fucked a girl in like 2016?
You fuck this 24-year-old.
Yeah, remember?
That's so funny. Jerking off in front of her is fucking her.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he jerked off and she's like, I can just blow you. And he's like, even better.
You really?
Really? Yeah.
That's on the table.
Remember
That
that?
works.
Remember that black chick that blew you? Is that true? Oh no, yeah. I remember I creeped this woman out because like we would like every conversation would just go to Louis because I was so curious.
Yeah.
And I was such a Louis fan. I mean, I'm still, but I was like double the Louis fan I am now.
Right.
I was just like, did you ask him about like that Doug Stanhope episode? How he like got that together?
When his dick was in your mouth.
Yeah. When his dick was in your mouth, did he tell you like about like how Horace and Pete all came about? Like he kind of said it on Mark Maron, but he didn't really get fully into it.
I don't believe women when I believe women when they're like I got molested or assaulted.
No, I don't believe women.
I
then.
don't believe women at all when they're like I hooked up with Jason Segel. No, you didn't.
Oh, no,
Because there's no way. Like you could do that with anyone, and it's like if I was like, oh, our mutual friend, yeah, she sucked my dick. It's easy. You could ask one person who's not even like connected, and they'd be like, no, that didn't happen. With celebrities, women found out that they can automatically elevate their status to be like, oh yeah, I was pilled by Bill Cotton. Not like they can be like, oh yeah, I was
Well,
at
now
a,
I need you.
Like yeah, you're like oh yeah, my favorite rapist. You did it consensually.
no, you know what I mean? Like you
must be a
can just
freak.
lie, like oh yeah, like we were at a.
Why
I
was
at
it
a
called the
premiere
Cosby
and-
Show,
Yeah.
even though they were the Huxtables? Did he mention that before you passed out?
Yeah. Yeah, imagine a guy like our age being a huge Cosby fan. Like just a guy who's just like, I got all the records.
Yeah.
I love when he talks about his kids.
They still
Just so
had
relatable.
Cosby records at that Hollywood music shop.
Dude,
Oh,
I
yeah.
have all of them because I remember so I was in high school when I
Fire
like
sale.
kind of when I got into comedy a little bit like right before like a year before the Cosby thing. So I bought like every comedy album that was at like one of those stores because they were like $1. So I have like 30 Cosby albums.
No way to listen to them.
Yeah, no way to listen
And
to
then he
them.
was
Just read
ruined,
the
and then
back.
it's like, well, I got to
Yeah.
choose a new guy, Louis C.K.
Yeah. No, Bill Cosby's actually like, I mean, he's incredible, but it's hard to listen to.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where you're like, he's a genius, but this is so like talk about pussy or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk about being black and getting pussy.
Yeah, that's like that's literally why Richard Pryor's the greatest. People are like, oh, you can talk about pussy and being black. Oh, this guy's the best.
Yeah, man, I like this Bill Cosby guy. I wish he would talk more about how he's a black guy.
That is really.
I wish
all
he'd
Richard
address
Pryor
it.
did.
I wish he'd address the
Yeah, the
elephant in the room and be like, I'm a black guy.
That is literally what Richard Pryor did. He's like, I'm black. and I get pussy. And
Yeah,
people are
true.
like, whoa,
Yeah.
he's a genius.
listening to a Richard Pryor
It's
album.
funny because it's true.
Listening to a Richard Pryor album is like the opposite of listening to Elvis back in the day. We're like, this guy's white.
The Bill Cosby has a James Naismith bit.
Oh, really? Is he
I
like,
forget how it goes. I think it's about.
he's got a really cool grandson.
I think it's about how the janitor invented it. Or
I don't
something
remember.
like that.
I
pretty
hope
funny.
not.
it
We
is
wrote
that.
a sketch that was kind of the like.
Oh, yeah.
It was James Naismith inventing the rules and all just playing basketball, and then the janitor, it would be like, oh, good, and then like, Jeremiah, get on your ladder and retrieve the ball from the hoop, and then he's like, motherfucker, I'm fucking gonna teach my son how to be so much better than fucking
Oh,
crack
yeah, we were writing
game.
we were writing a script, and you're like, this might be a little racist.
Yeah.
because
It was mostly about how it was a revenge. Like the reason why black people are good at basketball is revenge. to
Revenge.
Yeah, we
James
were saying-
Naismith not letting them.
we
play.
were saying like because like it was be a montage of like guys just dunking and James Naismith being like, oh Lord, oh my God,
What have I done?
what have I done? I also
What
think,
have I introduced to this world?
I also think that was still in a time because I feel like if we made that now it wouldn't be as
It'd
edgy.
be fine. Yeah.
But I was saying because that was probably like 2022.
We'll
even?
see it on SNL this week.
Yeah, like that's the thing because it was kind of crazy. Even 2022, we're like, not that sure. But like now, you're like, we could do blackface and it would be not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
People would be like, well, what about Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah.
Because now even like liberals have like
what
gone.
about-
Even like liberals have gone like back where they're just like, well, Mad
Yeah. Back
TV
to their
was
fucking
hilarious.
caves.
Yeah, no, they've reverted back to like 2012. It's really weird because like I saw this guy say retarded who was like, crazy like 8 years ago.
I could see
And I
why
say
they want to
retarded.
pretend like the last decade didn't happen.
Oh yeah, I would too. It's kind of like when you it's kind of like when you get into a really big argument with somebody and you're like screaming, you're saying stuff, and they just act totally normal right after.
Instantly.
Yeah. Well, like,
Anyway,
like a day.
What do you want to
after.
watch tonight?
Like it didn't happen.
You fucking cunt! I hope you fucking die. I'm gonna kill you. What do you want to watch tonight?
Yeah. You're like,
There's a new Hulu limited series about Dale Earnhardt.
You're like,
I heard
you're like,
White
hey girl,
Lotus
why
is
are you
good."
acting so weird?
Yeah.
whoa,
Man,
you
if I had a gun, I'd go get it and I'd shoot you in the fucking brain. You drive me crazy. Do you want to watch White Lotus season 3?
That's what
I don't even remember that. Me
That's what
throwing that plate at you? Vaccine mandates? What are you even talking about?
That's what is tough about dating a woman is that's what happens is
Yeah.
you get into an argument and then the next day you're like, hey, you want to like watch a 4-part documentary about like a murderer? You're like, yeah.
No, that's the best part.
awesome.
Women either forget or they just are like, whatever. I was really mad, but they'll still bring out. They'll be like, I'm still not okay with what happened. Like I'm still
Yeah.
like that argument that was 100% my doing. I'm still not okay with how that ended, but I love you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
It's like, all right. So
100
I can just keep having 100 more of these until we break
Yeah,
up.
100 like just a thing
Just
you
100
start.
more of these.
Yeah,
I
just,
forgive you, but it's going in the vault forever.
yeah, just a thing you completely started.
Yeah.
And I might have said some words.
Yeah, I might have been nasty.
Yeah, I might have been nasty.
When I am in an argument with a lady, as I'm doing it, I'm like, that was immature. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Just so that it's like you can't go back and be like, well, you went too far. Like I will say something that's like true, and I'll be like, okay, yeah, you're right.
You're a better man than me.
No, it's just strategic.
No, yeah.
It's you gotta like stutter step sometimes and be like,
Oh, my
like
God.
it's a spin move, being like, I'm sorry, that was mean, but you're still being a bitch.
yeah.
Yeah, that's just a juke. Like,
Actually, I've done that before. I'm not as good as it because I'll do it in the same sentence. I'll be, yeah.
oh, I keep the
I'll
tone
be
and
like-
everything.
No,
I'm
but
still
like,
angry.
But I'm like, I'm so sorry, but you're still a fuck. But I'll make like an insult even worse. Like I'll just be like, but you're a fucking.
One thing I'm very
Dumbass.
aware of in an argument, I will be like I will never accept blame for something. So I will be like, I hear what you're saying. I was drunk driving, but I hit the butt so fucking hard where I'll be like, I get it. I was in the wrong. However, Like I argue like I'm on First Take whenever I'm arguing with a woman where Chris Bosh is a Hall of Famer. However, he never won without an MVP on his team.
However, the Raptors were fucking terrible.
Yeah, like I will.
And he couldn't lead a team on his own.
I don't
They've never
even
been to the playoffs.
I don't like I. It'll be something, but like women do this bullshit thing. They'll be like, and you can't accept responsibility for when you're wrong. And it's like, but when I have to explain myself. I'm like, maybe I'm in the wrong, but this is why it's the way it is.
But also, when you say you're wrong, they don't go, "Oh, good job." They go, "Oh yeah, you are wrong." And
yeah,
like,
they never say,
fuck.
"Oh, that was big of you."
Yeah,
Let's stop arguing and have sex and watch White Lotus season 3.
Yeah, because it is.
Now let me show you what I did to Louis.
Yeah, because it is just, if you're wrong, you're just wrong.
Yeah.
It's not even like, because it's not like, oh, you're wrong. Oh, good job for admitting that.
Right.
It's just like, that's just another thing to use against it.
Yeah.
It's like you're just wanting me to say this.
Why don't you pay my salary?
There's only one thing to do: kill her.
Yeah. All right, wait, it's fucking Women's Month.
Yeah, this is the women's.
It's
This is
International
Women's Day.
Day.
This is the Women's Day special.
We can't
I
be
mean,
doing
this is literally I think this is literally the best episode, because I don't think we've ever been this keyed up.
I'm popping this in.
I don't think I've ever I don't think I've ever seen us all this excited to talk. I don't think we've all collectively been this excited.
I don't even believe that you're straight.
Yeah.
That's what the listeners are doing right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, you guys are lying about talking to women. You're not even straight.
They're just trying to copy the Red Pill podcast.
Everyone's wearing
by
sunglasses.
not even saying like any solutions or anything. Just being like,
Well, there is
I
no-
lose every
I
argument.
told you the solution is to have a time machine, go back 80 years, and be like, you have to flamethrower your wife. You have to.
No,
do
I
it.
mean the real thing is like, because you're right. When a woman has a boss and she makes her own bed, it's like, that's daddy.
Yeah.
We're not. We can't be daddy unless we,
Get them out of the workforce.
Yeah, we gotta get we gotta get him out of.
But then we have to get back into the workforce. That's not an option either.
That is the hilarious part.
I don't want to do that.
You're like, hopefully I make $1 million by accident this year. That's always, I'm like, if I book 60 commercials.
Right. Hopefully I stumble into 90 grand this year.
Yeah, hopefully I stumble into, because you're like, for her to never work, I'm like, well, I have to really, if I win the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I want my significant other not to work, I need to make $400,000 a year.
Yeah.
And currently this year, I'm on pace to make 0.
Yeah.
I have made, that's not true. Not a lot. I've made not a lot of money this year.
It is. Well, that
Calendar
is,
year. It's March.
But we're
I'm
talking
fine.
about the inverse though of like the guy who works all the time. It's just like he's just either the guy who's working all the time is just getting cheated on for the fun guy.
Yeah.
So it's like you're not even getting the bet. Like I feel bad for guys who are like lawyers and engineers. It's like you're just
yeah, women love the fun guys in the moment, but long term, you want a guy that's not fun, that you're kind of.
But you don't want that.
You're going to regret settling down with, but it's the right choice.
Yeah, but it's like you're gonna be like cheating on him constantly.
You want a safe life of regret.
Yeah, you want to save life for regret.
Yeah, where where you die and you're surrounded by loved ones, but you didn't get
And the
what you
hospital
wanted.
bed is paid for. in
Yeah,
full.
but you didn't get what you wanted out of life. Or you could do the fun guy and then you die of drugs or something.
Oh yeah, no, that's fucking.
Which were not
I
paid
did just
for.
see, there's this guy on Instagram where he documented his 9 to 5 like every day for like years. And his whole thing would be like very aesthetic, where he's like, all right, I woke up. And he's just like him making his fucking
Oh,
smoothie.
he's doing the Patrick Bateman.
Yeah,
morning
he
routine.
puts his laptop in his backpack a certain way every
Oh,
day.
I know exactly.
He
what you're
goes into his
talking about.
office. He takes his break. He puts his microwaved lunch in, sits back down, eats it, and he's so fucking miserable the entire time. And his whole thing was like #normalize normal, like the normal life.
Yeah, you look
this is a content
miserable.
creator. Like I'm not an influencer. He quit his job to full-time influence, and everyone's like, what the fuck? You literally did the thing of like, and he's like, I'm getting too burnt out. I just had a new kid. It's not sustainable. I'm making enough money influencing. It's like, you fucker, dude. You betrayed the entire
as soon as he could get out,
community.
as soon as he could get out.
The second he had 100,000 followers, he's like, I'm quitting my fucking office job. This sucks. I'm going to kill myself.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That channel used to piss me off so much.
I hate the way that guy
because he was like
looks.
normalized normal. I'm like, bro, you have 100,000 followers from videos.
Yeah.
Like-
from setting up. The funniest fucking thing he did was like on his last day, he like looks back. He literally leaves his cubicle, looks back, and then leaves. And then the top comment is like, this motherfucker had to leave, come back, take his phone, and then leave again, go on his computer and edit it.
But it's working.
What a fucking loser.
That is very
If you have a
funny, though.
normal
But, like-
job and you're like, I want to make content, you're a fucking loser. Commit yourself to it. Well, I mean, I guess either you got to choose because he's now committing himself to it. But his thing now is just like,
Well, what's he going to make videos of if he's
Yeah.
not doing a normal
people don't know.
work
He's
day?
like, come go for a little walk with me. And people are like, no,
He's
we
gonna
don't
be
like
back.
Yeah, well, like
He's
don't
going to be
want
back
to
in a
do
regular office.
That is funny to like go back to work because people hated you when you didn't have a job.
Yeah, get a job again.
You're like an influence.
think-
That is the flaw in his entire thing.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have a
The
job,
job was the content.
But it burns him out.
yeah, ooh, yeah, I would be pissed too. I remember watching it. I was like, this guy's gonna quit his job as soon as he gets
Yeah, the
money.
second
Well, because nobody.
he branded normalized normal.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be like it's because it's also like people are like, oh, jobs, but they're fucking miserable. Like
Yeah.
they do stink.
Yeah, and his whole thing was like he's eating microwave fucking meals every single day, and like
In an Excel sheet.
It is like if his whole goal was to normalize normal and be like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with your boring job, and then he quit as
Yeah.
soon as he got the chance.
Yeah.
He did so much more harm than if he had just done
yeah, he
nothing.
just
Oh, yeah.
proved that the normal is not what you should be striving for. You should try to get a fucking TikTok job.
Yeah. You should,
You should try to be a commercial.
You should
actor.
risk your whole life for TikTok.
Yeah.
because it's more fulfilling than
Yeah. Oh, I just
doing
had a
this
kid.
job.
Time to be a TikToker.
Yeah. That I do hope that guy loses all his money.
Yeah, I hope he loses his house and his wife and his kid.
Oh yeah,
I personally wish him only the best.
yeah. Because I remember being so pissed off. because
Hub Life. That's
Hub-
his name. Hub's Life.
I was trying to think of it, and I know he lives in Texas. I want to like shoot this guy.
Yeah, let's shoot him up. Let's fucking kill
Honestly,
this guy.
I wish
Texas, there may be a way to
Luigi
legally do
Mangione
it.
killed this guy instead of the fucking because at least
this 9 to
at least
5er.
at least the healthcare CEO wasn't like, oh, another day at the office.
He probably had a TikTok too. Honestly, the healthcare CEO was probably making millions of dollars, and he was still trying to get out to become a TikToker.
He's like, oh, I gotta microwave my filet mignon.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh my god.
That's the real damage that the Chinese Communist Party has done to us. No one wants to fucking be Hub's Life. We all want to be fucking
no. We
Cody
want to
with
be
the
Hub's.
Riz.
No, we want to be Hub's Life. We want to trick people into
Sure.
because it is. I think that's like a psyop gaslighting because he's like, no, guys, don't create content. That's more competition for me.
Yeah,
stay at
maybe.
your jobs. You'll like it better.
Yeah.
You like being in the same place that you're required to be at
Interesting.
for 8 hours, and then you have to go back immediately. You like that.
His first video
It's
was
good.
like, I'm trying
Don't
to make
compete with me.
$1,000 a day, and the first thing he starts doing is like selling his possessions. It's like, well, how long is this gonna last? He's like, I thrifted a bench. Okay.
Yeah, that is a funny side hustle. Being like, yeah, I will sell my stuff, and then when you run out of stuff, you're like, well, I guess I got to buy more stuff
Yeah.
to sell.
Yeah, well, that's the other thing TikTok has done is, well, just like the internet in general is like, you need a side hustle. You need to be entrepreneurial. It's like, I'm not entrepreneurial. I'm funny on camera. That's it. I'm not going to start my own business. It's just not in me. And I think,
But also, all the businesses stink because they go, oh, start a business where you do like you sell a paperclip for double the price.
Yeah.
And if you sell enough paper clips, like drop shipping, I think it's called
Right,
drop
right,
shipping.
right, right.
It's like it's the most retarded thing ever.
I'd say about the only thing I could do is like design fucking retarded T-shirts, and
Or
I would
edit or
lose.
something.
I would barely lose money.
Yeah. Or it's like editing something. It's like you've edited
Sure.
stuff before.
Yeah.
But all this shit where
No, I have talents. It's just like I don't have the fucking
Yeah.
like brain to be like, oh, I gotta
But that's
hustle
not
for
even
that.
the shit they're telling you to do. Online, they're telling you to like do like basically run your own Amazon.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, compete with
create
Bezos.
your own Amazon shop.
Yeah. Why don't we have a side hustle of having a warehouse
Yeah. They go
full of
hire-
every Chinese product?
My side hustle, the largest global distribution network in history.
Really, the only thing to do as a man is to make enough money in 1 year that you can just buy a property that you can rent out to a fucking low income family and just hound
Yeah,
them.
slumlord.
But even
Hound them.
yeah,
Being a slumlord is the only thing left to be for as a man.
that's
or
legitimately.
basketball player.
I've seen that pitched legitimately in so many TikToks. It's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, yeah. They're
Where-
like, I bought this house. It's $400,000. The mortgage. I only needed to pay $50. So if you can get $50,000, you can buy a house in Ohio and then make a black family live in there and then extort them and make
Yeah.
them pay double their rent.
yeah, and they
All
pitch,
right, I guess I'll do that.
they pitch it to you like that's the most logical way to make money.
Yeah.
They go buy a property, go $400,000 in debt. You'll
Get
make it back.
illegals
Nothing's
to
going to
refurnish
happen
it.
soon either that makes the property worth less.
That's every TikTok I see.
You have
is
to
like,
become a landlord.
If you cannot, honestly, they like all I hear about is like, oh, the last 4 years we had 40,000 illegal immigrants in. To me, you got to take advantage of that somehow. If we can't get 40,000 illegal immigrants to spend $5 a month on the Patreon, that's our fault.
yeah,
That's
Very
on
true.
us.
yeah.
We're going to start simulcasting in Spanish.
Actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
That's the other funny thing. Of like, my side hustle is being a commercial actor. My main career is being a movie star. I'm just not in any movies.
But that's so much more admirable than being one of those guys who's I'm going to be the next Amazon and then going $500,000 in debt.
Yeah.
Because that's what because people watch those and they legitimately go. I remember one time I watched this. You know Dave Ramsey?
Oh yeah.
We
of
did
course.
that one thing. But he's just on the phone. He's like, "Oh, how are you, caller?" And a guy goes, "Yes, I lost $300,000 trying to start my own my own drop shipping business." And he goes, "Man,
How old are you? 19.
yeah." He goes,
I'm in high school.
He goes,
I'm fucking with my teacher.
"You used a credit."
She told me to start a drop shipping side hustle, or she would stop sucking my dick in 9th grade.
He's like, "I have one question. Do you use a credit card by any chance?" He's like, "That's
Yes,
against my rules."
Yes, I did, Dave.
He's like, you shouldn't use a credit card.
Dave Ramsey, if I told him my life, he would track me down and kill me like we want to kill Hub's life. He
Yeah.
would find me and he would put me on a fucking
man.
cross. I'd be on the phone with Dave Ramsey and I'd be like, yeah, so basically when my dad dies, I just won't have a cell phone because I don't know how to pay my cell phone bill. I'm not doing that shit.
Yeah, Dave Ramsey would like put you on a plantation in Tennessee. He would like make you a slave.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, well, you don't know how to handle your money. Just work for me. Yeah, no, that guy's crazy. But it's also
He's always right.
he's always right.
He's-
But it's also one of those things. Is it's like you're right, but is that
I agree with
practical
you. I'm
for
not
all
going
of
to do it. Yeah.
But it's also like, is it practical for all of society?
Right.
Because he goes, well, everybody should have $100,000 in the bank and have a steady flow of income. But it's like,
If
yeah,
you need more
should
cash,
do
just
that.
write a book like I do.
Yeah.
Just write a book about finance.
It's like I'm not the type of person that's going like we've been doing a podcast for 4 years. We've never once paid anyone anything. Like producer or anything. We should have like 5 people here right now.
Yeah.
You're
I've
fucking
been-
checking the
I know,
levels.
this has
Who
been
knows
a,
if these are still recording?
Yeah.
And
But it's also, that's the smart thing to do because you probably have to move back with your dad.
true. Yeah. Dave Ramsey's probably proud of us doing this shit for free.
Yeah. Well, because
I hope Dave Ramsey's
God,
very
oh,
proud
Dave
of
Ramsey.
us.
If you're
Yeah.
listening, David,
no, because
I'm sorry, Mr. Ramsey.
Well, because doing the things you described, I know like plenty of people who've had to move back to their parents because they go, I'm investing everything into this podcast.
Yeah.
And it's a shitty podcast. And
That
they paid
sucks.
they paid 4 guys $300 a week.
That sucks. Yeah,
When they
when
did
when
that
people
money.
are like, I'm trying to
It's
start
putting
my
the
own
cart
like,
in front of the horse.
I'm trying to start my own drop business or whatever. Like if someone's actually doing something that's like you could scale it and like things are
Just
like,
give up.
Yeah, just stop. Just kill yourself.
Yeah. Well, because it's like if you're listening to a guy who's telling you that's the right thing to do, like you're dismissing all the years of schooling where they go get a job.
Yeah.
And you go, oh no, drop shipping.
I want to call Dave Ramsey and just lie. Be like, yeah, I make $1 million a month.
Yeah.
I drive a cheap car. That was a hand-me-down.
Yeah.
I have 3 different properties that I manage.
Yeah.
I've never paid rent once. I don't know what a credit card is.
I don't know, but taxes. I don't pay my taxes.
I'm
So I
straight.
save money on those too.
I'm a straight Christian. I went to Tennessee.
Money, but not paying
I actually went to Tennessee. I was the quarterback.
Yeah.
I was the quarterback at Tennessee. Just blow Dave Ramsey's mind.
Yeah. I also got drafted by the Colts.
Yeah.
And
I send him
I have a
fraudulent tax returns.
Yeah, I have a brother, Eli Manning.
Yeah. I rubbed my junk in a female reporter's face in the locker room.
Yeah, I was on SNL in 2007.
Yeah.
He was describing Peyton
I have a big forehead.
See, like when he notices my dad played for the Saints, he was number 8.
Yeah. My
That's
son or my nephew plays for Texas.
Yeah, I wonder how long it would take him to figure out that's Peyton Manning.
He can smell it.
I'm
Just
gonna
like how the
crank-
gay guy can tell you're not gay. Dave Ramsey can be like, you're not financially literate.
How often do they get prank calls on Dave?
Probably
Ramsey?
all the time.
A lot.
Yeah.
I'd imagine it's mostly prank.
No,
calls.
they make you send
They
like
vet
he
a
makes
lot.
you send like your
ID.
like returns and shit. Like he
get
vets
into it.
people. Yeah,
Good.
only the best.
Wouldn't
You
want
call
him
into the
embarrassed.
Dave Ramsey
Makes you
show.
send your social security card. He just steals from you.
Yeah, that's what you gotta do. You gotta go home right now, cut up your credit cards, and send me your social security number.
He's like, I can fix everything.
yeah, send me your routing number to your savings account.
Man, yeah. Also,
All right, hold on. We got 15 minutes left. I'm gonna just go around. Everyone talk into the mic because the levels are all over the place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm yelling and
No, it's cool.
talking
Just,
silent. I'll talk. Right
just
now.
count to 10. The way you were
1,
talking,
2,
like the way you were actually
1,
talking
2,
on the podcast.
3,
Keep this in, by the
4,
way.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that's more than 10.
I'm gonna talk like how I talk in the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'll talk loud like I normally talk.
No, man.
This is what we
Okay.
get when we don't
All
have a
right.
producer or anything. We have to do shit
Yeah.
on the
If people
fly.
are wondering why
this is
I
a-
seem preoccupied,
Oh, no, it's okay.
No, this is perfect.
This is a heater.
There's a fire.
This
podcast.
is this
I can
is
feel it.
this is the best episode.
We're
Okay.
radiating, dude. I don't even feel my ass on the seat right now. I'm levitating. I drank a whole Red Bull. I've got 2 Zins in my mouth.
I know. I was so glad we did it
I'm
today,
so
not tomorrow.
stimmed.
We're all keyed up.
Well, it was funny because today started with like I can't do it today. I'm so sunburnt. I'm tired as shit.
Yeah.
And then I went to the gym.
Yeah.
I got this new pre-workout. It's called Bucked Up. It's got a picture of a deer on it, and the deer, get this, is an American flag.
whoa,
And it's firecracker popsicle flavored. And I'll tell you this, I had the best workout I've ever had in my life. So good that I can't put my arms up, and not because I'm like sore. I'll get cramped up on my forearms.
from
Yeah,
bucked
like,
up.
no, just from like burning out my arms so
Oh.
much. I'm
Hey,
getting
yeah,
big, dude.
keyed up.
I'm gonna get real big.
They fed John McCain. the
But
bucked
bucked
That's
up
why he couldn't
is
lift his
the reason why
arms.
it's called bucked up is because it's grinded up deer antlers, so it's like supposed to help.
Oh yeah.
Supposed to
That's a
help.
real
Yeah.
man. That's a real man.
Yeah, that Dave Ramsey put
I
me
got
on
a fucking
bucked up.
deer. Yeah, I'm bucked up.
Yeah,
I'm all bucked.
make sure go home, cut up your credit card,
That is such
snort
like
some bucked up.
that's such a
popsicle
way
flavor.
to market to dudes. Just be like, we hunted deer. We put it all in the
We
fucking
grinded
shit.
it up.
We all grinded it
We
up.
killed an elk and we fucking grinded it up for you. And you can put it in water and drink it, and you'll work
girls
out
are-
so hard your muscles will fail.
So girls are hitting on you at the
Should have to
gym.
kill.
No, but they'll sometimes like hover around me because I'm mysterious.
Oh, do you ever?
Because I'll talk. No, I never talk to the women because I'll only.
Sorry,
talk to the
I wanted to
weirdest
get
guys.
hard during the podcast. I wanted to hear like I wanted to hear
the
like
one
you
thing-
talked. I wanted to hear like you
the one
talked to a
thing-
Latina
Women
girl.
can tell. They're like,
That's the
he's
one
on-
thing
he's
this
bucked up
episode has
right
been
now.
missing is a prominent boner.
Yeah, women will come over.
It's
to
the only
me,
thing it's missing.
and they'll start doing squats right next to me while I'm doing like just basic forearm curls, and they just have a boner.
Oh man, yeah.
No, my penis disappears at the gym. I go so hard at the gym that I get like adrenaline, and like if I have to go use the bathroom,
That's called a tactical penis.
yeah. When I get adrenaline, like if I'm on stage or if I'm about to get in a fight, my penis disappeared.
Oh yeah, me too.
Is that-
Well, you don't want it in the way.
That's
Or
why I
it's
can't-
such a
I thought
weakness.
your penis should grow to protect your balls.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's why-
Fight or
that's
flight,
true.
your penis should grow so that someone punches you in the nads.
That's why you can't bring a
Box
woman
it should've-
to it to any show her because you're like, my penis is gonna be so small.
Yeah.
You're gonna just see my small penis.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that was a thing. It stuck with me. These girls were talking about this guy on stage, an improviser. He's like, you can see his dick on stage. I'm like, one, no, you can't. Two,
He's nervous.
imagine
okay?
if the roles were reversed. And I
Yeah.
was talking about your fucking saggy tits on stage.
I'd be like, hey, maybe he's like really nervous, and that's just how it's just a
yeah,
It-
maybe
that's what
his
it does.
grows.
If you were an artist like me, you would understand. Your penis gets really small when you have to publish.
Yeah, if you
Do
can,
you fucking get it? You fucking dumbass.
if you go on stage
Why is
as
your
a
dick open
man,
hard?
I walked Bob Dylan on stage in 1968.
Yeah.
if you're a male, as a male, if you're going on stage and your piece is getting bigger, you're not taking enough risks.
Yeah.
You're not being a true.
You're talking
pushing
about
the
airline
boundaries.
food up there. If your
Yeah.
dick's hard,
Yeah,
Jerry
you're
Seinfeld-
bombing. If your dick's not going inside of your body while you're on stage, you're
Oh, yeah.
bombing,
Every time I've been
and you don't care enough.
Every time I've been hard on stage, hard bomb.
That would be cool. That would be an interesting experiment to be like, I'm gonna get worked up and
You get super hard.
have a
Yeah,
good,
walk out
even
on
not
stage.
even hard, just having like a good floppy dick on stage. I don't think I've ever had that.
I've never.
What?
had
It's called stand up, not flaccid.
I've actually, because I don't even think I've ever had a hard on a podcast before. It's something with the
No.
microphones.
I'm on enough.
Not even those
stimulants
ones
right
with like
now.
the OnlyFan girls.
No, me on a podcast.
I wouldn't
me
want
on
to
a
be
podcast.
past
You've never been on one of those?
No, I've never been on one of those. I've never been on Fresh and Fit. I mean, by the way, we're talking today. We might get invited.
That is a podcast genre,
been
just
all
like
about the
talking to
invite.
some porn star or some OnlyFans girl.
It's a very funny genre because it's like expecting them. They're like, "What's your opinion on Israel Palestine?" And if they're like, "What's that?" They're like, "You fucking idiot."
Yeah.
They're like, you're asking like literal whores what they think about politics.
My favorite
They're not gonna
ones
give a
are the
Well,
genre where they like have
every
a
vote
fat
counts.
girl on and they're like, rate yourself, and they're like 6 and like, no, you're not. It's like, what was the goal here? Just to put down
where
a
it's just
fucking
bullying.
woman?
yeah, it's all because it's like
Yeah, at least we don't do that. We can get all riled up and heated about women on the podcast on Women's History Month, but at least
Yeah.
we're not actively making fun of a fat girl in front of her.
But we're
face.
also,
And no women are listening to this, so it's talking about them behind their back, which is no harm, no foul.
but it's also we're not talking about women as we're not saying they're ugly. We're just saying being with them is unbearable.
It's horrible. And
But we choose to be with because that's
we need them. You need women.
But that's the problem with those like red pill podcasts is that they don't acknowledge. Oh, we need women,
yeah.
but they
If
are
you took
annoying.
what they say to their final conclusion, it would be that you should just be gay.
Yeah, no, I mean
and they all are.
they
and
all are.
All podcasters are secretly gay.
Oh yeah,
Tell that to your future.
You don't
employer.
sound gay.
yeah.
You don't sound gay is really fucked up.
Is that
if that
fucked
guy
up?
wasn't gay, that would
What's
be a
worse, you
problem.
don't sound gay or you don't look gay?
I think
What would you take more
you don't
offense
get the
to?
job. That was the worst thing he said.
We're going in a
job.
Well,
different
you were
direction.
applying for a job at the Gay Factory.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it was gay.com.
You were applying for a job at gay.com.
It was to be an intern. It was to be a fluffer at gay.com.
Gay.gov.
It's like maybe you should be gay if you're fluffing guys.
Yeah.
That would be funny if that was the job, and I was just like, oh, it said copywriter. I'm sorry, I must have read the description wrong.
Oh.
Copywriter?
I thought it was cock.
No.
I thought it was cummy mouth man.
Cocky.
Cocky rider.
Exactly.
rider.
Ooh, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
See,
picking up-
that Mac, you're actually the best.
I'm picking up what you're putting
I'm
down.
grateful for Mac. What are you guys grateful for?
I'm grateful for Mac too. 'cause
Mac
I'm-
gave me a great birthday weekend
yeah.
this weekend.
Thanks for the invite. But,
I literally was
Why do
like,
you think it was so great? Here's where we get in a fight.
thanks for the invite.
Ra-
To round out the
Yeah, we're
podcast, let's
just
all
beco-
turn on each
We're
other.
just becoming women to each other. It's like, you didn't invite me.
I kind of thought I was just going to do nothing.
Yeah. Well, also it's like you're not. Also, it's like there's probably not even a Garrett because I'd be like, oh damn, I would have. I got to drive to Santa Monica right now,
Yeah, oh, trust me. That's
and I would have went.
That's most of my friends are like, it's not worth it.
Yeah. I love how. Yeah, we've
Yes.
the podcast has gone full circle where we go. Oh, Oh man, my feelings are hurt.
I didn't know we had a woman on the podcast. Why didn't you pay for my Uber to come to San Juan?
Yeah. Why don't you pay my Uber? I've been your friend for a little while. You could have, yeah. Why did
you didn't miss anything.
We did ride the roller coaster.
We rode
yeah, but it's the thought that.
That's gotta be the most woman thing ever said on the Wisecracker podcast.
Yeah, can you fucking imagine? Yeah,
we just like banging you, not spending money on you.
Yeah, we just like podcasting with you.
This is all. It's a business.
I'm not gonna buy you dinner.
Yeah, we want to use you for this profitable business. Fuck. Yeah, well, that's what I kind of don't understand because like we're saying this as a joke, but it's like. A woman would be like, "No, I'm dead serious."
Yeah.
Man, these
I love Betsy Ross and Rosa Parks
and Diana Ross. I like her better.
Melania Trump.
That's it, Mount Rushmore.
I'm lying.
Diana Ross, Betsy Ross, Rosa Parks, Melania Trump.
Oh, you should have brought your sunglasses back. We could have all done your lying at the same time.
It's not sunny out.
Yeah, I wore the sunglasses. I didn't want you guys to see my tired eyes. I slammed a nap before you guys came. I texted Mac. I was like, "When are you guys coming?" And he was like 12 minutes because I was like actively napping. I didn't want you guys to walk in on a midday nap.
And a nap, not a nap.
Yeah, I was not taking.
Are we talking
a nap.
about a midday nap? Or
No.
about
a door open nap.
Taking
a bedroom
nap.
door open nap. I wasn't. I just saw something on Instagram Reels that made me have to be so fucking tired.
Yeah, I got to jerk off to titties on Instagram Reels.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, I didn't just get a text from my ex that made me have to go take a nap.
Yeah, I got a text from my ex. I got to
go fucking take a nap.
Yeah.
That was Masters Weekend 2020, I think. We were watching Tila Tequila.
You just jerked off.
Shot at Love. No, but the thing, we just kept saying like, fuck, I'm tired of shit. I gotta go take a nap.
Well, that's a big thing coming up. The Masters.
Yeah, Masters Weekend.
Yeah.
I was about to quit drinking, and then I was like, well, I've got weddings. Then I've got my birthday, and then I've got St. Patrick's Day. I'm not Irish. And then I've got Masters Weekend. And then it's summer.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's St. Patrick's Day is this weekend.
It's this weekend.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna die.
Never gonna stop drinking.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna take.
And then the Masters is the weekend after that.
Let's
right?
preemptively source organ donors for ourselves through the podcast.
My aunt, you called me a weekend warrior on last week's podcast, and then my aunt called me a weekend warrior this week.
Did you listen?
She listens to the podcast.
I was like, do you also know that I binge drink?
She's like, no.
Were you just listening to Matt?
No, she's like, yeah, I'm on the Patreon.
Are you texting Matt? Are you texting my aunt?
Yeah, weekend war. That is funny.
Texting our
warrior.
female family members.
Yeah, that is hilarious that she said the exact same thing.
It's such a kind way of calling your friend an alcoholic.
No, I don't think you're an alcoholic because I know
weekend warrior.
But because there's alcoholics that literally drink. Like, I know certain people who are close to me, their friends are major alcoholic gay guys.
Yeah.
Who are they drink every single day.
Yeah, the gay guys are good at being alcoholics.
I
Because
mean,
they're like, I got a date.
The real waking up and drinking is the real one.
Yeah.
No,
I ran into that
That's
week.
what being gay is.
Not
like
me, but-
being gay in West Hollywood is just like you're just an alcoholic, but like you're gay, so people are like, "Oh, that's just you can't shit on their
They're
lifestyle."
partying.
Yeah,
it's hard for them.
Yeah, being gay deflects you from so many things.
Yeah, like being
We're
around
really,
women.
we're really the anti-gay and women.
No, I thought we were pro-gay this one.
Yeah,
Oh no, I'm pro-gay, but I'm saying I'm not a fan of their
And we're
lifestyle.
pro-women this
but,
one.
I don't know. I think I probably am a fan of that lifestyle.
Well, I mean, actually, I guess it's.
I don't want competition. Those hot gay guys.
Yeah. Actually, I guess like most straight men also live like gay men. It's just without like the gay stuff.
They just dress worse and sound not gay, apparently. according
Disagree.
to the
I don't like
experts.
gay guys dress fucking weird now.
Yeah,
All their shit's too
Yeah,
big.
no one dresses like this.
Yeah, no one's wearing the Harlem.
dude, I thought you
button
looked
up.
so cool. I was just like,
Yeah,
he
that was-
looks cool.
That was almost going to be the first 10 minutes of the podcast was Matt just saying how cool I look.
Well, it'll be the last 10 minutes of the
I'm
podcast.
swag
I'll
that.
air
You
my
do look cool.
my real problem with gay guys, and this is real.
Here we go. Here we go.
they owe
Subscribe
us-
to the Patreon.
They owe us reparations because they would do so well with girls in like high school.
Yeah.
Girls would like flock to gay guys. They'd always like every.
That was because they knew it was safe. They weren't going to get denied.
Do you think they
'cause they're
knew?
automatically
Oh, yeah.
not going to get denied.
Well, it's like
It's like when you're talking to a girl
They're
that's
taking
way
our
too
women, and they didn't
hot,
even appreciate
there's no
what they had
nerves.
at the time.
If you're talking to a girl that's way out of your league because she's like, you're basically gay because you're not.
dude.
Does that make it less of a crime?
You're not hot, so you're basically.
That
to me,
is
you're
funny.
gay.
So
There
because
is-
you're good at a crime, that makes it less of a crime. You're taking women away from me. I demand
There is-
reparations.
There is a level of ugly men where it's like, oh, they're just looked at as a gay guy to women.
The whale.
Like their sexuality is the whale. Yeah, they're because like ugly. Like there's no hot guy who's just asexual. It is an ugly man.
Yeah.
Because he's like so unfuckable. He's like, this is my sexuality now.
Yeah.
He's like, this is my person. My whole personality is revolve around nobody wanting to fuck.
Have
me.
you ever felt
what
like
other
you've been
colors
put
on the
in
flag
friend
have we
zone?
come for?
Oh yeah. One time I got so deep in the friend zone that her boyfriend started fucking me.
Whoa.
It's terrible. Like, hey, get
Such
out
a
of
good
here.
friend. Yeah. You're such a
friend
good friend. You'll
zone.
fuck my boyfriend.
Yeah, he's
Boyfriend zone.
Like, hey, get out of my ass, man. No, I've been
Friend zone. Where's that? Above the clitoris?
Well, my thing was I was always too creepy to be in the friend zone because I would get in the
Yeah,
friend
they don't want to
zone.
be friends with you.
Well, no, I would get in the friend zone and be like, "Why don't you?" It would be like, "Do you not like me? Do you hate me?" And then they'd be like, "I don't want to talk to this guy." So I've always,
You're
like,
too bad of a friend to even make it into the friends.
I've always been a pussy brat so much. I have pussy bratted my way out of the friend zone.
You want your wine.
I pussy wine.
Yeah. Come on. Now the best
Give
thing to
it
do as
to
a man when you
me.
feel for all like the height, because really when you're an adult male and it's like, oh, I'm in the friend zone. It's like just
Pathetic.
move to a different city, kill yourself. I don't know.
Yeah, pathetic.
Get on the bucked up and get big.
only one thing to do: change your name, leave town.
Yeah, I've never gotten friend zone really just because I would pussy wine until.
Come on.
Yeah, no, I'd be like, come on. I'm like, well, no, when
Just
I would-
once.
Actually, I wouldn't do that. I'd just be like, I'm so fucking ugly, aren't I? They'd be
Yeah.
like, what? I'd be like, you don't want to fuck me.
You don't
You're
want to.
so
You wouldn't
disgusting."
even.
I'd
fuck
get
me.
friend zoned by
Yeah, you
people
just have to dare them.
who
I dare you wouldn't fuck me. I double dog dare you.
That's what I used to do if I went on like bad dates. I would literally just be like, you fucking would never fuck. You're probably fucking another guy.
Yeah.
I would
You're
freak-
probably fucking another guy tonight, aren't you? You whore. You'd never fuck.
There's another guy
me.
under the table right now, isn't there?
I'll never have a Me Too, but if I did have something, it would be women being like, yeah, he
I'll
was
never
like
have a
talking
Me
to
Too.
me very weird.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, well, that is true. I'd be like, yes, I did. I did gaslight you into calling me ugly and then getting mad at you for calling me ugly. I did do that. But that's
Well,
not
what's
rape.
a
But my
young boy
advice,
supposed to do?
my advice for young men that feel like they're about to be in the friend zone, you gotta sense it and then be like, I just want to be friends with you. Like, be like,
Ooh,
hey,
preemptive strike.
I think I have more. Like, if you're in like
Yeah.
high school and you're like friends with a girl and she's in your class and you're in love with her and you want to have sex with her
Yeah.
and see your boobs and pussy naked.
Yeah.
Without having to put it into an AI program that does first, just do that, boom, before it becomes illegal, before fucking Donald
Before
Rump Trump Orange Man takes away the ability of AIing your
girlfriends.
friends.
Yeah.
to make naked pictures.
You
of
can't steal
girls.
AI girlfriends from me.
That was at the fucking the congressional address. They just had like a cute girl sitting next to Melania, and it's like she's been a victim of AI deep fake porn, and the number one search on Google was like, who was that? Who's her? What's her
where is
ad
it?
sitting next? What's the ad?
Yeah, that was an
on
OnlyFans ad.
Yeah.
Probably. Trump was doing the podcast strategy where you
He's like, what's your body count? Won't you rate me on a scale?
I
of
know
1
he's just
to
trying to
10?
steer me toward this girl's page.
You're not a 6.5.
How much money does a man need to make to be with you? You're only 10% of men in America make over $100,000. The delusion calculator.
Oh, I whipped
You're so
out the
delusional.
Especially under Joe Biden.
I whipped out the delusion calculator on our 30-year-old cousin-in-law. I don't know, it's cousin's wife, because she's like, I had never heard of this, but she was complaining Oh, she wasn't complaining. Just she was a woman talking. Sorry, that was out of line. She was telling us about a friend who has like huge delusions. Like, well, I have to date a millionaire. He has to be 6 foot. He has to be white. And I was like, this guy doesn't exist. That's not a guy that exists. And I pulled out the female delusion, and it's like he can't be fat. He can't be married. He can't. And it was like, yeah, this is like 0.3% of the population.
Yeah.
And she's like, I have to send this to my girlfriend that is like delusional about what she wants out of a man. I was like, or not, just let her have standards. She might get lucky when she's 40.
Maybe she'll get lucky.
Yeah.
I'm
all
Why tell her
for-
to stop digging right before she might strike gold?
Yeah. There's oil. There's oil
It's
down
funny
there.
to put white in there.
Oh no, well that's what I
That's
said.
so
I was
funny.
like, well, he has to be Catholic. He has to, and I was like, well, she obviously doesn't care about race because that'd be fucked up. And it's like, no, she says
No,
he
it's
has
like
to be white.
white. So if Michael B. Jordan hit on her, she'd be like, "Well, you were a little too dark there, pal."
Yeah, put it in the
Also
calculator.
not 6 feet tall, I don't believe.
That also is funny to have
little,
like a
little guy.
That is
And
also
not a
funny to have
Catholic.
all that
Get
shit.
the fuck out of here.
It's funny to have all that shit, but also just add something you can't control at all.
Yeah,
It's just like your race.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a lot of that stuff like height, race, it's like a random, like you're already
Yeah.
making the
You're already out.
population
'Cause
as
it's like,
small as
yeah,
it can be.
Yeah, you don't choose to be 5'6".
Force yourself to be into Indian guys, and you'll clean up.
Oh, if more women did that, they would be so much.
You can convince
happier.
yourself. I mean, there's the thing we always talked about where it's like you'll be watching a movie and be like, Rachel McAdams is mid, and then by the end of the movie, you're like, I love her. I'm
Yeah.
in love with her big.
If she
forehead.
says the right shit, like if she's like, yeah, I don't care. I don't like big dicks. They hurt too much.
hurts.
You're like, yeah, they do hurt too much. They hurt so much.
I actually like
I do-
kind
I-
of busted faces. Girls.
I do love how every girl's told me that. She's like, oh yeah, I don't like big dicks. I'm like, why are you telling me this specifically?
You'd be like, well, does that mean we have to break up?
Why are you telling me that big yeah, or do we have to break
Are
up?
you ending things with me?
She's like, no.
I don't
yours-
like big dicks,
no,
which is
yours
why we have to
perfect.
be friends only.
The big ones hurt so bad. I'm like, I didn't know the big ones hurt this bad.
What do you think about the
All
tiny?
of the many big ones I've
Yeah, all
taken.
the giant.
I couldn't see the outline of your dick on stage tonight. I'm in love with you.
Yeah, well, actually, it's funny. It's the opposite with women because if you saw like you'd be like, damn, they just got a huge pussy. You'd be like, damn, what is she doing with that giant snatch?
Well, what are we at?
That's over an hour.
Nice.
What are we at? How much do we do?
Hour 5.
Nice.
Oh wow,
And,
we were
and
cooking.
change.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
We were cooking.
All right, let's do the Patreon. I gotta pee.
Yeah, I got to pee too.
right.
You go
Let's
first.
do it. Let's
'cause your
piss.
house-
Cool.
I won't even flush.
Yeah.
Let's layer up.
This
Yeah,
time
we
I'm going to
should go.
check the levels before we start.
Okay.
Yeah, for the premium episodes, it'll sound
You're
good.
going to get one you can listen to. This
It'll
time.
sound passable on the headphones.
Yeah, I love how we recorded like the best episode yet, and then we're like, did we even get all that?
Did we hit play?
Damn, we should all be keyed up.
This episode's gonna suck listening back to it because we're all like, "This is good." We're all just fucked up. All right, let's do the Patreon.
All right. Happy International Women's Day from the Wisecracker podcast.